Fearless Pioneer.
Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, I'm going to be going over 7 things in Season 4 you may or may not have known of, which are very key and vital to Season 4. Basically, they're really big changes, some in a good way, some in a bad way. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know this, in case you've just got into Season 4 or about to, or maybe you're even in Season 4 already and you didn't know this. But yeah, there's a lot of changes. As we know, it is situated against good versus evil. If you want to know more about the entire structure and how everything works and the whole campaign and everything, just check out my most recent videos, guys. You will see the full structure and how everything works. It goes over things like scouting towers, the whole campaign layout, the phases and everything. So if you want more information about that, just retain to that video. But yeah, we're going to go over a few things here, so let's get into it. So we're going to start off with my biggest pet peeve first off. Now, this thing is really annoying and stupid. I have talked to a lot of people about this, including some of the developers and stuff like that. So hopefully this will possibly get changed. But the first thing I want to talk about is when you are, well, basically, it is good versus evil, so all the goods on the same team, whether you're in Lothlorien, Gondor. As you can see by our map at the moment, just up in the west section here, you can see it is a variety of mixed areas. Now, I'm playing Lothlorien this season, and as you can see, some of these keeps were taken by Ruin and Gondor. Now, this comes into factor of a lot of things which I'm going to be explaining for future in the video, so stay tracked for that, because you'll want to know how the hell did Gondor get up here so much faster. But there's a big thing I want to explain. So, with being in good versus evil, it's all good versus all evil. Basically, if I want to fight in this Gondor region, and I want to help defend Gondor, who is my ally, we have a slight problem. If I would like to march in this area, as you see, we have a siege debuff of 70% in Gondor's faction area, as you can see for an example. So we're all on the same side, guys, but we have a siege buff. Now, we shouldn't have to declare war to be able to do sieging and fighting in an area or a faction which is on the same side as good. It should only be versus evil, because the whole idea of Season 4 and the campaign of Frodo and the trilogy is good versus evil. So that is my first step that I wanted to talk about, guys. It's really annoying. I hope that does get patched and fixed very quickly. Alright, let's go back to my home base here. So, as we were talking about just before, guys, I'm going to explain how Gondor and that have gotten up here a lot quicker with 2 more key points with Season 4. And the first one is going to be Long March, guys. So, I actually have a tile hidden up in here somewhere. Here we go. So let's go to my tile area in Gondor right now. So as you can see, this is a Gondor controlled region. I have tiles here. Now, I do have the ability to long march. I just don't have the ability points. So yes, you can long march to any good side controlled area in the game. And that is going to lead us to our next tip in a second, which is even more insane. So, as you can see, with the Long March feature, we can Long March up to here and stuff like that, which then clashes with the last thing. You can Long March here, but you get Siege debuff, you can see the problems. Now, that's not the biggest thing. As you can see at the moment, my base is situated up in Edenmoors, but it is controlled by Erebor. You're going to be like, what? You're going to be like, oh, maybe it was controlled by Lothlorien and they dropped it, which is not possible because Erebor is on the same side, and they cannot take the keep off us. So, that comes to our next huge things, guys. If we just scroll up here to my base, you can relocate to any good side controlled faction area on the entire map. I relocated here the other day, and to give you a full-on example, in a few hours I am going to be relocating all the way down next to Minas Tirith. as you can now see, I'm scrolling down. I have my construction area, so to say, set up, ready to go. And as you can see by the proof in the pudding, I click build. I can relocate in 3 hours. All you can see, this requires all armies to be on standby. Obviously, my Gandalf the White is mock training at the moment. But as you can see, it meets the target region restrictions. So, for anyone, I know a few people were asking before, yes, you can relocate to any good controlled faction area on the map. And everything the same as normal with placing fortresses and that. You can place them anywhere, pretty much in neutral areas, as well as faction controlled areas. So it's pretty good. Alright guys, the next thing I want to talk about is commander related. So this one is quick, simple, and to the point. If we go into our commander section here, you will see I've currently level 40 on a lot of my commanders. I'm evenly working on quite a few at the moment. But you will notice their XP is a lot higher. It currently takes me 923,000 to level 40. And I can confirm that up to level 50 takes up to 2.3 million XP instead of 1.9 million. Now, they have done this in a factor to try slow down seasons and make them longer lasting. So you don't just have max level 50 commanders straight off. Which is going to lead us into our next point in just a moment, which is neutral camps. So let's just go find a neutral camp at the moment. I have myself a bear camp just down here, so let's go down here, shall we? Alright. So I have a bear camp here at the moment. As you can see, guys, 200,000 siege. It is still level 35 with 2 armies, but there has been a change. Now, with this being before, with the bears, it usually is like, it used to be like this Radagast with like 220 bears, but they have upgraded and buffed the camps. So now you can burst people like Gandalf the White and stuff. I'm going to bring it up right now on the screen, guys. You can see there's different commanders. You can now get things like tier 4s and that on there, so they're a lot harder to take. But they're still good for gaining commander XP, but they're just a lot harder, so it's one of the things that they've added, as well as the commander XP level, to try slow down the whole season and make it spread out a lot, which I do like, because it seems you just spend all your money getting gems and that, you build all your buildings, and then you only get the PvP for about a month. So hopefully this thing slows everything down. Another thing that we're quickly just going to talk about really quickly is, I don't think there's any bosses in Season 4. Like, we're well into a week now. It is actually our second weekend being on this server in Season 4. And there is no bosses, which is really strange. Like, as you can see, it is the weekend right now. And you can't search any bosses. There's been no Heart of the Hero events in the game. But they did add the new troops. Probably the easiest way is if we go search them. The Dale Watchmen. And they just seem useless at the moment, because one of their main abilities is the ability to fight dragons and beasts. So unless the bosses don't come in until like phase 3 or later on, which may be the case, to slow the gameplay down a bit, so people can't get a lot of gold and speed a lot of things up. But yeah, in the first week, coming on to 2 weeks, there has been no boss events yet, so whether there's going to be any bosses or not, they are not going to be early game. Alright guys, and our last and 7th tip for today's video is an absolute awesome one. Yes, this is possible. You can have cross-faction fellowship members. That's why when you see our map, you can see like there's Erebor and Gondor and stuff like that. Especially with this Gondor keep here. We were trying to get that as Lothlorien, but actually one of our members that were in Gondor actually hit the last siege, which I think you might. I don't know if you can check the damages and stuff like that. Oh, you can sort of see the amount of sieging and stuff like that, but it didn't show you who got the last one, except for just that it was beer. But I can, as you can see, it's controlled by Gondor. So yeah, I'm going to go into our fellowship here and just show you proof in the pudding right now. So if we go to our member list, we're going to scroll down to one of my mates. Last. Where's last? He'll probably be down here somewhere. Let's scroll. There we go. Last one out. Good lad. So as you can see, he is in our fellowship, but he is a member of Gondor. So you can be any good-sided faction and be a part of it. It's not just Gondor or Rohan. If I try to find another member down here, Fives, I'm not sure if I might have already went past his name. We scroll back up. I can show you Fives. He will be in here somewhere. He is actually in a different one, if I can find him. Where are you? Hiding, Fives? There he is. So as you can see, Fives is a member of Erebor. So yes, cross-faction fellowships are an absolute thing, guys. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to let you know about those changes. Like, I think a lot of people may have not known about the long marching or the huge thing, the relocation. That is a very big change. As well, as you can see with our progress map, things that it's the same as I explained in my future video about Frodo and all them traveling across the map. If you want to hear more about that, just check out my most recent videos. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up with those tips and changes and that, guys. Hopefully that explains a lot for you guys, and yeah, hopefully it helps you out a lot. So we're going to wrap it up there, guys. Until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous.
Thousands of the EJU.